So did Rick Santorum actually beat Mitt Romney in the Iowa caucuses? Now, the Iowa Republican Party is going to announce tomorrow morning the official certified winner. Now, John Avlon has been reporting that Mitt Romney's razor-thin victory over Santorum may not be a win. Now, John, John said to me in the break as we're getting ready, he goes, "Come on, why are you saying I'm obsessed?" You are, and in a good way. Day after Iowa, you said, "I think this isn't going to be this simple." So tell me what you mean. What have you found on this?
Sure. So this is what's going on. Everyone remembers the 8-vote win, Mitt Romney over Rick Santorum.
Right.
That led directly to this inevitability narrative that Mitt Romney's the only candidate to win both Iowa and New Hampshire. Well, not so fast. Tomorrow the certification comes in, but here's what we know for sure so far.
Yeah.
In a county in Appanoose County, Iowa,
Appanoose County, okay.
Southeastern corner of Iowa,
Yep.
a young guy named Edward True attended that caucus, and he found that Mitt Romney was given 20 more votes than he actually received. He got 2 votes in that precinct, and but he was tallied with 20 in the official GOP total. Now, initially, there were all sorts of attempts to deny and dismiss and say, don't worry about it, but now nobody's back dismissing that fact. So if that number alone holds, that would give Rick Santorum a 12-point edge. Now, here's the thing.
I'm sorry, I just have to take a pause again to remind everyone. We're talking about 8, 12 people. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
In the United States of America.
But every vote counts. And,
Yes,
and this is what matters, right? We spend 6 months paying attention to the Iowa caucus. It can make or break presidential candidates. So this matters. And it's really an amazing story. It could be that there's so many voter mistakes that Mitt Romney does end up coming out ahead. We won't know tomorrow morning. But we know this one county, because of the good work and really transparency that's come about, that there's a real cause to question.
Now, I'm going to bring in Edward True in a moment, who's with us exclusively. But I wanted to ask you one follow-up on this. So I get intellectually there's a difference between being the winner and not being the winner. Delegate count-wise, it wouldn't change it. Ron Paul came in 3rd and got 7. Santorum got 7. Romney got 7. So this 12-vote win, if it happened for Santorum, wouldn't change the delegate count. But it changes the headline.
That's
so
right.
how much does that matter?
Well, you can't unring that bell. It matters a lot. The truth matters. You know, part of the prize of Iowa is money, momentum, and media attention. And the headlines and the magazine covers would have been entirely different if Rick Santorum had gotten an 8-vote win instead of Mitt Romney.
Yep.
So this matters enormously. The truth matters. The vote matters.
All right. Let's bring in Edward True now, the voter we were talking about in the Iowa caucuses, who noticed some discrepancies in the voting and reported them. So, Edward, you went to the caucuses. I know you were actually a Ron Paul supporter. You were tallying. You went online that night, posted the results. When did you realize there was a problem, that the tally that you had walked out of there with did not match the tally that was formally reported?
I first found it would have been the afternoon after the caucus. I started checking things, and I seen the numbers reported by the county, and then went on to check it by the precinct. And when I seen it, I actually had to do a double take on it, because first I questioned my own self, and then after seeing it again, I noticed, hey, there's something wrong here.
And you called the precinct chairman, and you kept calling, right? You've been going all the way to the top.
The precinct chairman was the first person I spoke with. He confirmed my numbers as well with me over the phone. After speaking with him, I spoke to the county chairperson. He confirmed my numbers as well. And then I also contacted the Iowa GOP, but it took them more than 24 hours to respond to me.
What does this mean, John, in terms of how the frustration, shall I say, that we all feel, that we don't know, that this can still happen, that there could be these sorts of discrepancies if indeed this is the case?
Right. The whole world's watching Iowa. We think there's an 8-vote win. People are told early on that actually that may not be the case, that there's one documented case where the votes are dramatically off, and the person is dismissed, said that you're not allowed to, Edward True was told he's not a precinct captain, he's not allowed to talk about the votes. Here's the big picture.
Right.
In our age of social media, an organization can't deny accountability and transparency. They will be imposed upon them, even if they don't want it to. Tomorrow we'll know the final vote. Maybe, as the state GOP says, it won't have an impact on the ultimate count. But this is a big deal, that after all the attention and focus on here, that we know that at least in one county, Mitt Romney got 20 votes less than was said on election night.
All right, John Avlon, thank you very much, and thank you very much, Edward True. Appreciate your taking the time.